Okay, so after you take your slide out, you take the spring out as well. Put that aside. You're not going to use it. You're not going to clean this at all. Very, 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 very rare that you would be able to, that you would want to clean this. Maybe it's been 20, 30 years since you used it. Maybe it's been 1,000 rounds a week since you of using your gun. But put that aside. We're never going to use it. Take the barrel out. Okay. So starting off with the slide, we're going to take our nylon brush, just clean everywhere, right? The creases and all that stuff. And you want to use a nylon brush. You could use a brass brush if your gun is completely metal inside and out. If not, then use a nylon brush so you don't damage your gun. And that's so you could brush it dry like that, or you could take your gun cleaner and spray just a little bit right here, right? And then spray right here, and then just take your nylon brush and clean it that way, okay? With the cleaner in it. The one thing you don't want to do is spray inside the firing pin, which is right here. There's an opening, and the other spot is of the firing pin, kind of like on the front side, is right here, that little hole right there that you see. You don't want to no spray in there, no spray in there. If you do, it'll gunk up in there, and you pretty much damage your gun. And you could fix it, but it's going to be harder to fix. So just right here, okay? You see these little holes right there. 1, 2. You're not gonna spray directly inside of it. You're gonna spray right in this area right here, and then kind of use a nylon brush. It's okay if a tiny bit gets in there. It's not the end of the world as long as it's not intentional. So that takes care of the slide, and then the framing. All you're gonna do is take a nylon brush and just clean everywhere, inside the mag, everywhere. Especially get gunk right here in the wings. You could take a Q-tip, get in there. If you have picks, it's like surgical picks. You could take a sharp and really get the gunk in there. If you are afraid to damage the gun, picks also have a flat. They have a flat top right here, so it's not so sharp. And if you're worried about damaging your gun, you could just do that. The flat is more used for if it's like it's kind of loose, but it's kind of hard to get into. And then the sharp is like if it's like hard gunk, it's like you gotta really pick at it. So once you do that, I believe that is it for the frame pretty much. So at this point, you can just leave this alone if you really wanted to, but not necessary at all. You could put a little bit of oil on these wings right here. These wings, okay? Not really necessary because you're gonna be putting oil on your slide anyways. So, but if you really wanted to, you could put a dab of oil on top of those wings, and then just kind of move it around a little bit and get the sides, but nothing in the middle or anything like that. All right, you raise this up, clean the inside of that, whatever it is. Not with oil, just with the nylon brush. Okay, so that takes care of that. With the barrel, again, we can use a brass brush here, actually, and just kind of clean everything. You can use the gun cleaner and spray it down and then brush it all off, get inside the hooks. You can get inside the hook right here. With this, you can also go inside the barrel, do that a few times, go in and out. And the way you test this is to see if there's any more gunk. Hold it up For the purposes of this video, I'm just gonna do this, but hold it up to a light and kind of see through it. And if it looks nice, clean, and spirally, then you're good to go. You don't really need to spray anything inside the barrel, just the outside of the barrel. It's not going to damage the gun if you do spray inside, but not necessary as well. So you sprayed it down with the cleaner, brush it off, you're good to go there. Now when it comes to oil, I have the HP Pro oil. It's got the needle top, right? That's important. So what you want to do is spray a little bit of oil, a little thin line right there. Take your finger, move it around, spread it around, right? And then you do the same thing right here. Take it there, boop, little line. Take your finger, spread it around. Don't put too much. If it's dripping, you put too much, and you could just clean it off with a little towel or something like that. So no big deal. All right, with the railings, you're gonna do the same thing. One right here, one right there with the oil, and I just kind of take my finger on the railings and kind of move it around and stuff like that. And then that takes care of the oil for the slide. With the oil for the barrel, take the flat part right here and just kind of oil from right here right to right there, and then just kind of use your finger to spread all the oil around and stuff like that. That's it for the barrel. And then you get it everywhere, so it's fine. And then for the frame, you don't want to put any oil. I think I already mentioned this. Yeah, I already mentioned that. So with the frame, you're done pretty much. That is pretty much it. So at this point, you can put your gun back together. All right, that's good to go. And then right there. All right. Check the safety, if it's a manual safety. It's, yeah, so right there, good, doesn't pull the trigger. And then, boom, hold down the trigger, rack it. And if you hear a sound when you release it, then you're good to go. I heard a sound, I heard a click. So you are good to go at this point. And that is how you clean the gun.